That's right, baby. We are back. Back on a Saturday after a week off. We'll get into that in a few minutes. To hang out, chill out on a Saturday. We no longer live on the East Coast. Ryan, Dylan, Amber, and I. We now live on the planet of Hoth. We had like highs of like, what was it, 17? Lows of, I don't know. I woke up one morning and my phone said 3 as a temperature.
But the real feel was like -5.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, like at some point, what difference does it make? Like the numbers get stupid enough. Like, who cares?
I don't know what you're all complaining about, dude. It's 58 today, man. I got my hoodie on.
Dude, to that point, I made like a post about it because I was like 3 degrees. I'm like, this is dumb. I was like, my phone is broken. So Thomas Belay, if you say it the French way, out in Arizona comments, he's like, man, I was feeling cold with this. And he posted a screenshot of his weather app in Arizona, and it was 49.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, baby. What are you doing?
I have no idea how you guys do it, man. I applaud all of you because, yeah, I wouldn't last a fucking day out there. There's no way.
We complain about it a lot.
No way.
We complain about it incessantly.
I mean, it'd be all right to visit, but like going to work every day or doing regular daily shit, no thanks.
It sucks. It sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets like, and it snowed right before it got cold, which is typically a good thing because over the last few years, it hasn't been snowing as much as in years past. And kids are sad, the whole thing. So it snowed. That was like the good news. And then it immediately went into a deep freeze. So that just means there's ice and frozen, dirty snow everywhere. All the cars are nasty and disgusting because of all the salt on the roads and everything.
Yeah.
And you just have to live with it. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yep.
Horrible.
Yeah. I almost going to my truck at work, I almost ate shit because our parking lot is just covered in ice.
Oh man. Yeah, that'll definitely help to snap a knee or something or take out your back. Fucking
yeah, I got lucky.
Hitting the ground hard on the ice. Jeez. Yeah, like I said, we got nothing to complain about out here, but anytime it gets under like 40 out here, we're literally dying.
I can't wait to go back to California, man. I can't wait.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I said this before. I think it was the first time I went to California. I was flying out there sometime in the early-ish 2000s because my sister-in-law, who lives around the corner now, lived in California at the time. And we were all going out there. We ended up going to Disneyland, among other things. So I was going out there. Vic was going out there. Family was going out there. I ended up having to take a flight by myself because of work or whatever it was. I was in law school at the time, so it was a part-time job. So that's funny. So, and I just had like a crappy flight. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things where it's a crappy flight. It was like late, like it didn't go well, like it was blah, blah, blah. I was like all cranky. But then like you land in California, it's dark out. When I stepped out of the airport to get picked up, there's like palm trees. And I'm like, how can you ever be like mad? Like after that, like you come out and there's like palm trees like greeting you as you step outside. I was like, I can't even be mad anymore. This is awesome.
Welcome to Cali, baby. Welcome to Cali.
And California is like another planet because it's not just, you go to like an island for vacation or something like that. And it's nice weather and palm trees. You have that. And then you go like what seems like 5 miles, and then there's giant mountains right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
We went a different time. My friend was getting married out there, and we stayed at Victoria's great uncle's house in San Bernardino.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the funny thing. I didn't notice it. We stayed over his house, and then the next morning, like we, got up and stuff, having coffee. We went outside his house, and I am looking for the Ben Cooper gizmo, Rob. Thank you for bringing that up. And like it almost felt like right behind his house, all of a sudden, giant mountains just jumped out of like the ground, like out of nowhere.
Yep, the San Bernardino Mountains; those are right by us. Yeah, we got good mountain ranges out here. Yeah, you can go freaking riding dirt bikes in the desert, snowboarding in the mountains, and the beach all in one day. It's crazy.
It's wild. Oh shit!
Yeah. Nice.
So Amber, I saw a little bit earlier. I saw there's some fun stuff going on with the Legions ladies. Isn't that right? This week, you guys have a special guest, right?
Yep, Bobby Vala.
Nice.
Bobby Vala coming on to talk with the ladies.
That's a big
That's
guest.
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I imagine he'll be a cool guest too. Yeah, he's got a cool story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Having worked for Hasbro and being an interesting human being himself, and now having built up this whole line and everything. I think that's going to be a real cool show on Thursday.
Yeah.
Plus, I saw a post today. There's going to be a hoodie pre-order. Is this correct?
Yeah, it's actually up now. I'm pretty. Tanya just posted on the Cabal and opened it up. It was on Legion's Ladies for a little bit. Now it's up on the Cabal. So
it's awesome.
Get your orders in, friends.
Very nice. It is a pre-order, and I was going to make a joke comment, but I figured I won't put the comment on the post. I was going to say it's a pre-order. Better not take 2 years.
Right.
For my hoodie.
It should not.
Dylan, what's going on with you, man? What's happening?
Oh, same old. It's cold, as we said. Hanging out with some friends, you know.
Any good pickups this week?
Yeah, we want to get into pickups. I have a few.
Boom, enabled.
That
what?
You recorded a new one.
Who?
I recorded a new one of Dylan. I'll throw it up if you want me to.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
Here are the nominees for Male Model of the Year.
Young, hot, brash, with more covers in his first year than any rookie model ever, and an attitude that says, who cares? It's only fashion.
Dylan.
Hot right now.
I hear a lot of words like beauty and handsomeness and incredibly chiseled features. To me, that's like a vanity that self-absorption that I try to steer clear of.
I had to throw that out there. Is it these down at the bottom?
Yeah, so the first one is the quick version.
Mm-hmm.
The 11-second one, you can go ahead and throw that one up.
Do you want to do the long one first, and then we'll do the...
Oh, you could do the long one. I made that one special.
Do you want me to hold off then?
No, let's do it. Oh, you just go ahead. You got it.
Sorry.
Boom, enabled.
I don't remember it going that long. We did have to film it twice.
You had takes? That's incredible. All right, so here the quick one is.
Boom, enabled.
Oh baby, that one's really good. That one's very sexy.
Nice. Very
Hugely
nice.
sexy. What's the chat saying about this? Anything? Oh, Dylan is giving himself a bunch of fire emojis. Very nice.
Everyone's calling me hot. You just gotta join them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's right. That's right. Dylan is so hot right now. Exactly. Everybody's saying it. It's awesome. Well done, guys. Well done. So we do have a lot to get to today. A lot to get to. Plus whatever else, who knows what's going to come up on its own. We are going to have a giveaway. I actually have to go get it. I have one of those, the Viking of Vikenfell figures, the retailer wave guys. They're awesome. We have one of those to give away. So I'll grab that in a second, and I'll put up a little banner here. What are we doing here? We're about 10 minutes in. I'll set that up later. All right. So in a little while, we'll pick a giveaway hashtag and post that up in like 10-15 minutes or so after we've kind of gotten into some stuff, and we'll give that away. Also, we have a cool topic that I didn't advertise at all, but I feel like it's the kind of topic you can kind of come back to. So obviously we talk a lot about collecting toys, a lot of Legions talk on here, but we talk about whatever comes up. We talk about stuff that's going on in our lives, movies, music, all kinds of stuff. So we thought it would be cool to be like, okay, we know everybody here is sort of like into toys, but what else? What are the other things that we're into? What are the other things that sort of make us us? So I figured we could kind of get in. See, I thought that said something else when I first saw it. I thought Dylan was I thought G was calling you a butt hat, but not a butt. So,
thank you, G.
So we'll get into that in a little bit. That actually is a pretty good hashtag. We might use that one. But you guys want to get into it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So first up, the week that was. Before we get into the here and now and look forward, figured let's look back at the week that was, especially since we missed last week. And one of the reasons, the main reason that we missed last week was my little girl, Grayson, my 11-year-old daughter, had her first dance competition of this season. After last year was her first dance competition season ever. And for those that don't know, that's just like, you go to these conventions where like all these little girls are doing different kinds of dances and they get judged and all this stuff. So she's gotten into that pretty hot and heavy. She was the #1 competition dancer at her old studio last year. We are no longer at that studio. She got top 10 in her age group again in this past weekend's competition, which was called Adrenaline. Grayson is the one on the right. The little girl in the middle is my niece, Rowan. Roro, Roko, Rowie. Was basically like another daughter to me. And she's got a cool little story. She's only 6 years old, right? So she only started dancing like last year. When they left their old studio, Rowan, the little 6-year-old, had to learn all brand new choreography, a totally new routine in a month before the competition, because the old studio, because they're so awesome and cool, wouldn't let her use the old choreography that she had been working on for months because they said they owned it. So she had to do a brand new choreography, and she did in a month, and not only got top 10, but top 5 in her age group. So
nice. Very good.
I was very, very proud of them, but that took up most of my time last weekend. That was very fun. And here's just a quick snapshot. This is during Grayson's performance during the competition. And she also, it's a whole weekend long thing. And she also got some type of scholarship to something. I don't even know what it is. It's some dance related event, intensive something. So that was pretty cool too. And I think Rowan got a scholarship to something too. So good job, girls.
Heck yeah.
Thomas Belay is in the house.
Dancing.
I hope, Thomas, it's warmed up past that 49. I'm sure that, make sure stay inside, don't go outside unless you have to. 49 degrees. It's very dangerous out there. Steph Ork in the house. Allison Troy, who won the giveaway the last time we had a Saturday Day Live and got herself a Carter, the Chase original figure head and staff. Nate Strong, Joe Gonzalez in the house. Joe, maybe you will. Maybe you'll see me dance. But our buddy Late Night was also otherwise last weekend. Had a whole thing where he went to Frank & Sons and then went to the Geek Out convention, if I'm calling it correctly, where the Horseman had a little presence with Jeremy and his son, Late Night. So what happened at Frank & Sons and then the convention?
Frank & Sons, as usual, was a time to be had and was a lot of fun. And then we headed down to La Mirada, which was probably like 20 minutes away. And yeah, the Geek It Out show turned out to be a pretty damn good show. It was at the Holiday Inn in La Mirada, and it was in a small like a banquet room, and then there was another smaller room off to the side, so it was like in 2 different rooms. The size of the larger room was kind of like the size of the room from Legion's Con 2021 at the PAL. So as far as it would give you kind of a size reference, yeah, had a lot of cool vendors, a lot of inbox modern figures, DC, Marvel Legends, classified, what have you. And a lot of tables had a lot of like loose figures in bags or just bins of just loose bodies and you know, parts or whatever, and a lot of vintage stuff, a lot of stuff you don't normally see at you know, regular toy shows. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And by the time we got there, the Horseman table was damn near cleared of figures. Man, they had a great showing. They've sold out of pretty much everything that they had. So it was really, really cool to see that they did very well, especially for a one-day show. And obviously for me, being on the West Coast, it was cool to be able to run into, you know, Jeremy and Jacob, you know, way before Legion's Con. So that was really cool.
That's awesome. And I saw, it looked like they had Armory nights on the table, huh?
Yeah. They had a few of the Armory nights there. They had some of the single pack Cosmics from the Legion's Con exclusive packs. A couple of other figures, couple of other, you know, there was only maybe singles or maybe a few left on the table from like the Poxus Wave, some of those figures. Yeah, that was pretty good selection. I mean, there was a lot better selection before I had gotten there, but there was still quite a few, you know, to be had if you were picking up your first figure or any figure at that point. You know what I mean? So I ended up picking up a couple extra of the gunmetal knights, and then one of the gunmetal with the black leather, you know, armor on. So yeah, picked up a few just to show my support and love. And one, I probably could have picked up a whole hell of a lot more, but I kind of wanted to leave it for the fans that, like I said, don't get as much of a chance as I do. You know, I see the Horsemen every single year, and obviously I can pretty much pick up figures anytime I want. So for people that really, like I said, have never gotten the chance, I wanted to leave as much as I could on the table for anybody to grab what they wanted. So, but yeah, it was really cool. And it was cool. I ran into Elliot Lee was out there.
Nice.
Mike was out there. Couple other faces I didn't recognize, guys with Cabal shirts and Full Horseman shirts, obviously fans. But yeah, it was really, really cool, man. Turned out to be a really good show and a really great Saturday to nerd out. You know what I mean?
Badass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Any cool pickups?
I also, yeah, that guy. I got two of these Monster Force figures, and they are freaking super awesome. So I was super stoked to finally see these in person and finally make a decision on whether or not I wanted to grab a couple. And as soon as I saw them in hand, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely grabbing a couple of these. So got a couple of those, and like I said, the Armory figures. And then at Frankensons, I ended up finally finding the last two of the Insecticons that I needed for my Transformers collection. So all done. It's all good.
Nice.
What were the last two?
Bombshell and Shrapnel.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very
I already had Kickback, but I just had missed on grabbing the other two from the Legacy collection. So yeah, I finally got those two. So Insecticons complete. So yeah, but these figures, man, these like I said, these Monster Force figures, wow, huge impress on these. Just like they're just loaded out with tons of gear and interswappable parts, and yeah, it's super cool. Articulation's great. Paint apps are awesome. Yeah, full on. Big thumbs up for that line. Big thumbs up.
I feel like a lot of people are starting to fall down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
really, and with all the armor on it, it doesn't hinder any of the articulation, which is nice.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's very cool. I love it, man. They're very cool.
You just got two of these? Did you get any of the
I got this one, and I got the Sleepwalker.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I love that one, man.
Yeah, I had to get that one. I saw you had that one. And I was like, oh, that's definitely the one I'm going to be looking at if it's available. And I pre-ordered. There was like a con exclusive one that I pre-ordered. I was like, yeah, what the hell? Why not? Put me on. So it looked pretty cool. So it's like a commando kind of. kind of dude.
For that, when you pre-ordered it, you said it would just be added to your pile of loot when the shipment came. Is that how that works?
Yeah, they said they don't charge anything. They just add it to my pile of loot, and then once the pre-order, then I could decide if I want to buy it or not, or I could just delete it or whatever I wanted to do, or add more if I wanted to, I suppose. So yeah, I looked on my BBTS account and it's in my pile of loot right now. So yeah, but totally cool. It was totally cool seeing them with the table there, and that was pretty awesome. So I was really stoked.
Yeah, I was jumping up to get this guy.
Oh yeah.
This is the only Monster Force I have. The Egyptian guy. This was
Mhm.
like that exclusive translucent one.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty
It's
cool,
right
man.
up your alley, man.
Right?
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I know Trevor's already falling well down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, he was super stoked to see me get one of these guys. So, but yeah, great pickup, man. It's like I said, pretty light day in the pickups, especially for a run at Frank and Sons and another toy show to boot. But I got some good stuff. It was all good.
But it's not the quantity; it's the quality of the haul.
Yes.
That's all
of
that
course.
matters.
Of course. Yeah.
Anybody else getting into the Monster Force thing? Ryan?
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite so far?
Probably the heavy weapons division Sleepwalker figure.
It sounds cool. I don't know what it is, but what about you, Dylan? Any Monster Force for you?
I have the werewolf, but none of the soldiers yet. I want Dracula, and I'll probably get the Forgotten King. But I'm trying not to.
That's his name. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's badass.
Got the back.
It would be cool in like a Hellboy display.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got that vibe. Definitely.
Cool. And then what's this guy?
It's the Max. It was a old MTV Liquid Television series. It was a comic book first from Image Comics, and they made it into an animated series. And it's like a short, I want to say maybe 18 to 20 episodes. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's just some nostalgia, old school animation, just cool stuff. If you've never seen it or heard of it, check it out. The Max is pretty cool.
When I first saw the picture, I didn't recognize it, but looking at his face with those teeth, that does look familiar.
Yeah, the Max is a pretty hardcore character. He's pretty cool.
I had to check it out.
Yeah, so just geeking out on some nostalgic. Yeah, just geeking out on some nostalgic freaking animated series, man. Gotta love that kind of stuff.
What's up,
Dylan? I think before you were actually about to tell us about your actual pickups before I hit you with like 15 boom enableds.
Yeah. So good amount of stuff. I'll start off. I did a trade with Len from Wolf King I got my Doc Knock in from Mezco, but I got one at Comic-Con. So I offered him a trade, and I got
nice
Gadriel.
Very nice.
So very excited to have her in. She looks fantastic.
Awesome.
Oh, what a great character.
One of the best figures in the line, although you'll be shocked to learn I never opened mine. It's on the wall, Ghost. This one's actually intentionally in box. It's on the wall.
Yeah, she does look very nice in the box. Other thing, I got the new Red Hulk.
Very nice.
Found at Target. It's pretty cool. It's a Marvel Legend, so you gotta know what to expect. I did have to go in and mod the torso because I dremeled out the whole bit in there because it only moved to like here before. So I gave that crunch. I did the neck a little bit. It's a cool figure. They're starting to fix the MCU Hulk figures. They made the torso wider. The arms are a bit bigger. Yeah, this guy's fun. I got the Agent Venom, also found at Target.
Nice.
Cool, big improvement on the old one. Gave him a couple of G.I. Joe guns, and this one's from a Gomez. A lot of fun.
Very cool.
Yeah. Got these two V-Rexes in from Nanmu Smart Series. Probably a long name, but these are the the T-Rex analogs from the Peter Jackson King Kong. These things are awesome. They're everything you want out of a dinosaur figure.
I was gonna ask. I was like, I wasn't familiar with the line you were talking about, but then once you mentioned it, it was related to like a King Kong. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, Nanmu was doing statues for a long time, and they, with like the Hammond collection or Amber collection, they started doing articulated figures. But
those are great, man.
These things are great. I know Jesse used a picture that I sent him on Shooting the Shelf on Sunday last week. Yeah, these guys are great. I think they're like $90 each, but they look fantastic. You can't really tell from my camera because it sucks, and I need to start using that camera that Ryan gave me. But yeah, these guys are fantastic. They scale well with what would be a 6-inch King Kong.
Nice.
So right out of the movie. This one is the paint job from the movie. This one has like a orangey red. They call her the Dark Moon Queen because it's like their own design. But these things are awesome. I've been wanting these things for my entire life. I used to have the old Playmates one.
And if that King Kong doesn't work, I'm sure you have 30 other ones that would.
Yeah, I got this one here, and I got this one here, and yeah. The other thing, the last thing I got was the Scar King from Godzilla X Kong. Finally got the SH Monster Arts in after like fighting with the seller on eBay for a month. Make sure you know who you're ordering from, because the guy says he was in California and it came from Hong Kong. So that's always fun.
Wow.
But yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about this figure because they don't know how to play with toys. This thing's fantastic. There's a couple of things that aren't great. Like he has this weird thing on his neck. You could see that. Because he's supposed to be really hunched over, so they gave him this like main piece that plugs into the back of his head. But he can't really look up because it makes him look like a giraffe, which is not how he's supposed to look in the movie. But he poses great. It's like Spider-Man, but you know, a monkey, basically. So I'll probably be playing with this the whole time.
It's awesome.
So, yeah. And that's other than this one I showed quickly, I finally found the perfect recipe for the Beast Glove, and I could not be happier with how this came out. The way Bandai are doing their Godzilla X Kong figures is Scar King and Shimo, who's the big ice dragon, basically come. They do the same thing with Dragon Ball. They come with DLC for Kong. So Scar King came with the Beast Glove, and oh no, that's gonna fall over. So it came with the actual piece that would replace the arm, and then an extra bicep piece. But because I mod these and I give them longer arms, I had to take a Bandai vinyl of the Kong from the movie, and I cut the glove off of that, and it fits over this perfectly. And then I used the hands in this piece and an armor plate from the one that came with this $150 figure, and put it on this guy.
Like you do.
Yeah. Nice. I will be replacing the head on this. This is the head that comes with the Kong figure. It's not accurate, but it works for just having this guy on display until I can get that head painted up.
You have
look at Dylan, the customizing freaking guru of his action figures. It's awesome. Yeah,
you got to find your niche, you know.
It's awesome. Good job, man. Good job. They look great.
You've got to be the foremost King Kong expert that I know.
I like to think so. Yeah.
Oh shit! So you agree with me that you're an expert?
I absolutely do.
At least you're humble about it.
Yeah.
Ryan or Amber, anything about the last week you wanted to fill everybody in on, or any pickups, anything like that?
Amber?
Not me. I've got nothing.
Are we going to talk about
I
G's
also.
house?
Oh yeah, I got the Geo. Amber, you could probably show it. You're in that room.
Oh no, I meant
You
going to
record?
G's house, but I did get
Oh.
you that figure too.
And G's house, we were invited for a surprise party for Koki, and it was amazing getting to see everybody, getting to see G's family again. They're awesome.
Nice.
It's a great time.
Lots
I
of
was
fun.
sorry to have missed it. G was nice enough to reach out to me and invite me to Koki's party, and I would love to have made it, but it happened to be the Saturday night of Grayson's dance competition, so I could not make it. So I was very sorry to have missed it. Saw a couple of the pictures. Happy birthday, Koki Monica.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Looked awesome.
Here's one last thing I don't think I got a chance to share with you guys. My or on the live stream at least. My 1/6 scale
Hell
sideshow
yeah.
freaking yeah. Looking pretty good, right?
It looks
Yeah.
incredible, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks great, dude. So yeah. Finally got my 1/6 scale Beetlejuice to stand next to my 1/6 scale Keaton Batman, my 89 Batman. So Keaton in the house, baby. Yeah.
So
pretty
badass,
super
man.
stoked about that.
Does he come with any stuff? I mean, the likeness is amazing.
He just a couple different. He comes with the guide, the book to the dead or whatever that that's the book in the movie, and then he has one. He has a couple different hands that you could trade out. One of them has where he's holding like the pin in his hand for whatever reason, or whatever part of the movie that was, where he's signing something. And but that's about it. He doesn't come with any other like head sculpts or anything like that. But good enough for me, man. Just the way he is, the way he came, and he had some different. He had like different his clutching hands so I traded him out for like his open-ended hands for that pose that I have him in right now. So super stoked to have that, man. I've been waiting on that
Pretty
for
awesome,
a
man.
minute. So yeah.
What's up, Santos?
What's up, dude?
All right. If you'll indulge me, there's a new segment I wanted to start having on the show. We can even make this a weekly thing. Brand new segment of the show. Maybe you've heard about it. That would be weird because it's brand new. Ryan's World.
Nice.
Welcome to Ryan's World. Brand new segment on the show. I'm very excited about this, to reveal this. So I've sort of been noticing over the last few weeks or month, our good buddy Ryan, one of the best toy photographers out there, has been kind of putting in some work. So I kind of wanted to highlight some of the great stuff we've been seeing in a new segment called Welcome to Ryan's World. And here's the first one, the most recent one.
Yeah, I just posted that.
Yeah, that was earlier today. Good stuff here, man. Anything you can tell us about this shot?
So when I lit it all up initially, I was like, I kind of want his eyes to be like, look like they're glowing, kind of like he's powering up for his spell that he's about to cast. And I can't use Photoshop for my life. So I just went in with some light, did a bounce card, thought it was a little practical. And I try to do everything practical because I don't know how to use Photoshop. So there's that.
Boom. Edgardo says, we could shit Ryan.
Heck
Thank you,
yeah,
sir.
bro.
But we got this one too. I thought this one was really cool, Ryan.
This one was more about the it's not
The
that's
idea.
actually the regular version. Yeah, it's more about the message than it is the picture.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you made a very nice post.
Kind of wanted to
about
be
it.
like, yeah. It's like, just reach out if you're going through some shit. People are here to listen.
Great message on that one, man. Great message.
100%, man.
And two of the best figures out there.
Yeah. And then this guy, holy crap, I love this shot. What can you tell us about this one?
Well, it was different because usually with most of my pictures, I tend to do more of the darker, grittier shots. I wanted this dude to be like a heroic character, so I figured I would brighten it up. and I just bought a bunch of like the fake plants for like fish tanks and stuff. I was like, all right, well, time to use this. And I painted that head up a while ago, and then I finally threw it on a snag body. And I was like, today's the day I'm going to take this. It was a little bit of messing around because I'm still trying to get used to using like the TV screen for my background. Like I'm trying to dial that in a little bit. But I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah, great shot, man. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I think, and did D Amazing take note of it too?
He did.
Did he repost it or something?
Yeah, he put it in his stories.
That's awesome, man.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Very
That's a
cool.
really cool shot.
So did Lacerda Photo. Appreciate
Very
that,
nice.
Dub.
Nice,
Badass.
dude. Heck yeah.
And then this is one of my favorites right here. You posted this one a week ago or a couple of weeks ago. I freaking love this shot, man.
Yeah, this one took a little bit because every time I had it set up, I would bump the table and they would all go tumbling. It was a pain in the ass.
That's
So like, and I thought I had the lighting right, but then when I went to look at the viewfinder, I was like, oh, it's off. And then I reached over and boom, they all went down. So I was like, well, now I have to reposition everything. But yeah, I like the way this turned out a lot. And this is probably the only one where the vision in my head translated perfectly to like the final product.
Nice. It's awesome, dude.
And
Also, a
thank
huge
you.
flex with 5 skeletons.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I love this, man. This is early favorite for photo of the year.
There's 6.
Oh yeah, there's one laying down. There's 6.
Excuse
Huge
me.
flex. Huge flex.
I'm sorry.
He's like, do you even know who I am? Do I look like a 5 skeleton guy to you?
Exactly.
Well,
Shit.
The
I got
benefit
4 skeletons
of
underneath. You
living
can't
on the
even
East
see 'em.
Coast.
Nate Strong hopping in saying, great work, Rye Guy.
Thank you.
Heck
at
yeah.
this.
Appreciate you, dude.
Dorklair says, looks awesome. Trevor says, love that. Cool shots. Hell yeah, man.
Good time.
Appreciate the love.
And then to wrap it up, I just love this thoughtful, contemplative shot. Again, different lighting than you use some in a lot of your photos. Just looks really cool.
Yeah. It's I don't know what it is about the brighter shots that when I go to post it, I'm like, nobody's gonna like this. And that, but because I generally don't like most of my shots, but I post them anyway.
Mhm.
But
I like 'em.
I needed to get this one done because I haven't used that fountain from Drunk Gizmo Customs in a while, and it was
Mhm.
time.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
It's great to
Well, good
see you
stuff.
behind the lens again, man. Great to see that happening.
Feels good. Feels
yeah,
good.
absolutely. Absolutely,
Keep doing
dude.
what you're doing, man.
Yep.
What's up, Jordan? Jordan's
you,
very
dude.
proud of you too. Don't deprive us of your cool talent, man. Okay. Couple more things real quick I wanted to bring up before we get into the meat here. First, the Wickman Wolf King 12 and 25 was announced by Wolf King Toys now Wolf King Toys. And if you haven't heard about this yet, basically Wolf King and Emil are collaborating on essentially it's going to be like a new head sculpt every month. So that's 12 months, one head sculpt a month. And the idea is Wolf King challenges Emil with a figure, right? Presumably a Legion's figure. And the idea is that then Emil will be inspired to create a character like within the first week of the month. So he gets the figure prompt, designs a character, sculpts the head, and it gets revealed during the month, and then it actually goes up for inventory on the Wolf King Toys site on the last Friday of the month at 2:00 Eastern. And then there's also going to be a limited number of bundled sets of character parts that goes with the brand new original Emil sculpted head. Limited number of those bundles. You know, Wolf King crushes the bundles. They're insane. If you haven't gotten them yet, you've got to get some figure bundles. It's nuts. You know, the value you get out of those bundles is crazy. But even though the bundles will be limited, the actual parts, the heads that Emil creates during this whole little challenge thing, are going to just become part of the Wolf King toys inventory. So that sounded really cool. I can't wait to sort of see what happens next. If you'll bear with me for just a second, there are even some of the photos from the very first one. So here, I'll pop this up and I can show you the first one he did right here. So there you go. I don't know any of the backstory or anything yet, but it looks like something of like a ninja warrior guy. Like his like a little helmet here looks like it even has scales on it.
Mm-hmm.
So cool stuff.
That looks cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So dope. Very dope.
Yep.
Oh, Jesse is biased, but he says Wolf King bringing the fire this year. Agreed. And then another creative endeavor from some friends of ours, the Legendary Forge. So if you haven't heard about this, this is a new collaboration between Anthony Houseal, the Toy Forge, and Tony Houseal, Anthony's son. Tony, Anthony's son, has been getting a little bit more into like the creative side of figures, including popping and swapping and like customizing and stuff like that, and wanted to sort of get into 3D printing. And what's cool is, so Anthony and Tony are putting these characters together. They're like little mechs and vehicles. And my understanding is they're doing it through like this Kit Crafters program where they're like the actual designs, they're licensed, right? So they're actually allowed to sell these, like once they're all painted up and everything at conventions. And my understanding is they're going to have some of these, for example, for the first time at ZoloCon.
Awesome.
So that's the Legendary Forge is a collaboration between Anthony and his son, Tony. The Forge is obvious because of the Toy Forge. The Legendary part, very cool, because Tony is a huge Legend of Zelda fan.
Very cool.
How cool is that?
Awesome. Yeah, those little mechs, the three in the middle there in the front, the little green ones and the gray one with the little cannons on it. Those look freaking awesome. Those look like cool little side figures for Cosmic, man.
Yeah.
I can see those working in perfectly. Heck yeah. Can't wait to see those in person, man. Awesome. Yeah. Good on him, man. Congratulations. That's freaking awesome.
And I love you're seeing like so many people like in the community kind of branching out, like, you know, obviously like doing 3D printed heads and weapons and stuff like that is awesome. And we still want to see all of that. And we love all of that. But then you've got people like Reynolds Cruz and Anthony and Tony now making different kinds of things. You know what I mean? Not just the same types of things we've seen before. People continuing to sort of push those boundaries and just try different things. And I think it's cool as hell.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to support.
Well, look at your kid with the design he did for that character that he designed for his Halloween costume. That turned out freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. And that's the other part of it too, is that, like I've said this a million times, one of the coolest parts of this hobby is that it's very much a hobby that like you can share with your family. You know, like you guys know I bring my kids to conventions all the time, you know, and if you bring them to good ones, there's stuff that they'll be interested in, even though they're not like super like into Legions. Although I will tell you, I brought Chase to intern for Dan 2021, and he's the one that painted the Belphegor bust that we got. That thing is like one of his most cherished possessions. And now he's actually been using that bust to inspire these other characters that he's creating. He's got like a whole backstory and names and everything. And it's awesome. I love it. I think it's cool. Sorry, I really wanted to make a Dylan Jesse father-son joke there, but I'm not going to. So
speaking of, look at what this dude did with this in the 5 minutes he's been posing those fucking things.
There you go.
Badass pose, dude.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Heck yeah.
All right, so let's throw up the banner. Remember, I have the Somebody correct me because I'm saying the name wrong. The Viking of Vikenfell character, the Mythic Legions retailer wave.
Undead of Viking, I believe.
Right. Before I'll go grab it from upstairs a little bit later.
I was muted. Thank you.
What's that?
I was muted when you said that. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be rude.
It's okay. Jesse won't mind. But here it is. Make sure I spelled it right. All right. So the hashtag, if you want to win the undead Viking of Vikingfell figure, is hashtag Dylan is so hot, because everyone agrees.
Not Dylan is an asshat.
Right. Not Dylan is an ass.
You could put that one. I wouldn't disagree.
You're not going to win anything. And it wouldn't be accurate, by the way. Hashtag Dylan is hot is what you want. Hashtag Dylan is hot for the Undead of Vikingfell action figure giveaway on Saturday Day Live. Look at me. Ready to go here. There we go. Dylan is so hot. Okay, cool. Yep. We'll do that near the end of the show. Hot would be very nice, Allison. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But I didn't want to. I was trying to be quick. I almost didn't even throw the so in there. It's going to be like Dylan is hot, but I'm like, no, you need the Dylan is so hot.
So hot.
What we're looking for here. So there we go. Throw that hashtag in. A bunch of people are already. Hashtag Dylan is so hot to win the figure. All right. Yes. So I downloaded the an audiobook that has Tim Curry as one of the readers. I was very excited for the new Dorklair book club read along, and I haven't read it yet. So I haven't even gotten into it yet. So I'm missing this book club. So I'm very sad about that.
It's a fun book.
What's this now, Dylan?
I came in after seeing Wolfman, and they bombarded me with questions about the difference between a werewolf and a wolfman, and in off-world fashion, they had to start talking about werewolf junk.
Boom, enabled.
So
how did you enlighten them on the Red Rocket?
Here are the nominees for Male Model of the Year.
Dylan.
Boom, enabled.
I don't know if you want me to get into it, but if it has a snout, it has dog parts. If it has a man face, it has man parts.
Interesting.
Answering the questions on everybody's mind.
Yep. Also, Wolfman was very good. Don't listen to the haters. I quite enjoyed it.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yes. It's also something else. You don't need to
Yes,
know
it
everything.
is.
The other half.
Yes. Wow. So listen, watch Offworld at your own risk, guys.
Yeah.
Don't miss a week. You might find out about werewolf junk. Good stuff. What's up, Brick? The difference? Those who call themselves a wolf man are insecure. Joe says Offworld is a wolfman train wreck. Sounds like it. I don't believe that, Jesse. I don't believe that. So, all right. So, that's most of what I had set up to talk about. Before we got to this next little topic here that I thought might be fun. Okay, sure, toys. We got it. But what else? Yes, we're all toy collectors, but we have, other interests, have had other interests throughout our lives. We're well-rounded people here. So I thought it might be fun to kind of talk about some things that, maybe people might not know about, or things that just we haven't talked very much about that we're sort of into besides toys, just to help give everybody a little bit more of an idea, a well-rounded idea of who we are. I always think that stuff is so interesting whenever just anybody talking to anybody and finding out the stuff that they're into. So yeah, I thought that would be cool. Late Night, did you have anything you wanted to talk about? Anything you wanted to share about kind of some stuff that you're into that's not toys?
Well, I mean, from my past, in my early days, now that I'm an old man, I was huge into skateboarding, snowboarding, and surfing for pretty much half of my life. So I've traveled to various countries and met, just like the toy community, I've met thousands of people along the way, and surfed and skated and snowboarded in some of the most beautiful places, in the world. And yeah, it was a great journey for very many years, and something that I always look fondly back on and keep close to my heart. And it's just part of who I was and who I will always be in my life. And having that's why I hold the toy community so dear to my heart, because it's just kind of like that. It's like that community that only a few know what it's really about. And, that's, it's something that's always been part of my life. Now it's more just kind of just things that I just like to, kind of go and check out and see. Like I'm huge into like classic cars, hot rods and stuff like that. So
Nice.
That's something that my dad and I have always been had a great bond on, and we've always went out there and checked out the whole car scene. So that's kind of what I'm into outside of toys, is hot rods.
So when was the last time you actually took a skateboard out and actually like rode a skateboard? Is that the right terminology? Rode a skateboard?
Maybe like a couple weeks ago. I still have a board. I still skateboard. I mean,
Oh, nice.
not like I used to, but I still skate. I haven't surfed or snowboarded in years and years and years, but yeah, I can still skateboard today. It's like I said, it's like to me, it's like riding a bike. I mean, once I could learned how to skate before I learned how to walk, so something that I'll never lose. You know what I mean? It just comes naturally to me.
Twice as many wheels, though.
Yes. Yeah.
So are you into I think Bill, when the Four Horsemen first came out with like the skate decks, he actually had one, completed into a skateboard, put the wheels on it.
Yeah.
Forget all the stuff. Is that something that you would be interested in doing?
Depending. Well, if you're a skater, you realize, or only skaters understand that certain types of decks are kind of what you're more used to riding. I ride the more like modern popsicle stick like shape board. If you see the whole Four Horsemen board, that's like a more old school style shape of a board. So it's not something that I would normally ride on a daily basis. But I could totally see people, making them into a complete and riding them. It's pretty cool that people are doing that.
Yeah, so it sounds like Ed is into hot rods too. I know that you go to shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Were you ever a guy that worked on cars?
Myself worked on cars? No. I mean, I've my dad and I, we've always been in the garage and worked on our own cars, like as far as, changing oil, tires, brake pads, stuff like that. I mean, just the regular wrenching in the garage, but not actually like building a hot rod or anything like that. I did some custom work a while back because I used to have a Harley, so I did a bunch of custom work on my own Harley. So that I kind of started getting more into, like, wrenching and taking things apart and, changing things out, like exhaust and handlebars and wiring and stuff like that. So I kind of dipped my toes in it a bit, but just one of those things that now my dad and I, throughout the years, I mean, we've gone to literally hundreds and hundreds of different car shows, but now, I mean, like I said, we've kind of narrowed down our field to like what we're really into and what we really like to do. And there's a yearly car show that comes around every year that we have gone to for the past 25 plus years now. And it's a big, huge hot rod event that happens every year here in Southern California. And we go to it all the time, and it's like one of those. It's like Christmas to us. We never miss it. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, man. And again, it's something else that like when you can connect an interest to like doing something with like a family member or something like that, that's really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Anybody else here a skater or a former skater? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I told the story, I hurt my shin real bad and then I never picked up the board again or got on it.
Yeah, shin bites suck, dude. Yeah, and we were lucky to, I mean, obviously being from Southern California, I mean, we had a phenomenal amount of great skate parks and stuff to go around and skate at. And one of the big ones out here was the Van Skate Park out in Irvine, California, where they actually remade the old, what's known as the combi pool that used to be a skate pool that was at up here in Upland, California at a skate park called Pipeline, which I actually used to be a member of and actually used to go to skate at when I was a little kid. So I actually skated the original combi pool as a kid, and then years and years and years later, they remade the combi pool, and I got to spend a bunch of years skating down at the world famous Van Skate Park. If you look it up on YouTube or anything, you could see what it's all about, and it's pretty hairy if you're not a seasoned skater. It's definitely not for the weak of heart or the faint of heart. So it's a pretty awesome thing to do.
Cool. Very cool. So see, skateboarding was always something that I thought was very cool, but I've never really done it. So
we in Philadelphia we have the FDR skate park.
Okay,
it's not probably not as big, but that's kind of, I would say, a more moderate to advanced kind of thing.
Is it a concrete park, right?
Yeah, it's under the one bridge.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
So late night, Nate wants to know: do you have a favorite muscle car?
Yeah, 56 Bel Air, 56
Nice.
Chevy Bel Air.
There you go.
Aside from that, my second favorite is the 67 Chevelle. Those are my two all-time favorite muscle cars. Something I hope to own one day too. I hope to own a 67 Chevelle when I.
What color?
The one I want is just going to be like a flat, like a silver or gray. Yeah, that's the 56
The
right
Bel
there.
Air.
Yeah, that's the 56 Bel Air. And then the 67 Chevelle, that's my muscle car. If when I'm an old man and I'm riding around in a ride, that's going to be the ride that when I retire, that's what I'm going to get.
What's it called again?
A 67 Chevy Chevelle, Chevelle.
Oh shit! Okay,
yep, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want.
And you said here,
That's
how
my
about
ride.
this?
Yep, just like that.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. That's what I want.
There you go. That's dope, man.
Old school, baby. You can't beat American muscle cars, man.
Killer, man. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my grandma had one of those.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just rode that into the ground though.
Very cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mind if I hop in here?
Do it.
By all means.
All right. So I grabbed a couple of photos here to talk about some of my other interests, both of which I've talked about many, many times. Because
Your pony?
Not the pony. The pony was, I left the pony behind. Okay. So
Damn.
we move on. We grow up. Okay. And we collect toys. But I'm also a huge, massive Philadelphia sports fan. And the
Nice.
Philadelphia Eagles are like the home of my heart. And like, I'm one of those sports fans that like, I don't, there's some people that like switch teams and stuff like that. Does not compute in my head, because if I tried as hard as I could, if I could make myself not watch the games, I could make myself not listen to the radio, but whatever I did, I could not make myself not care about what this team does. And it doesn't make any sense, and it's hard to explain, to me, it's kind of like being a hardcore sports fan. It's kind of like if you love music or love a song, like you could give a million reasons why you like it. In the end, it still comes back to because I love it. I don't know why. I just do. I just care. When they win, it gives me great joy. When they lose, it makes me sad. Right. And I've been lucky enough during my time as a passionate Eagles fan to have witnessed a Super Bowl win. And this is a picture of me after the Eagles won the Super Bowl in February 2018, stumbling over to the TV to kiss the TV as I saw my first Super Bowl championship, something I would never see. I thought I would never see.
Nice.
So
heck yeah.
And I think I've told the story a bunch of times. I ended up going to the Eagles championship parade when I almost wasn't going to go. And I was like moping around the house that morning after they won the Super Bowl. And my wife is like, "You're not going to the parade?" And I'm like, "No, I have a work thing I have to go to." And she's like, "Is this going to be one of those things I'm going to have to hear about for the rest of my life because you didn't go?" And I was like, I don't know, probably. She's like, "Just go." So I called up the partner that I had the work thing with, and I was like, "Can you do this meeting without me?" And he said, "Why?" And I told him why, that I wanted to go to the Eagles championship parade. And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." So I went. It was crazy. It's one of those things where there's so many people in one place, none of the phones work. Like cell phones don't work anymore because there's too many people around, right? But I ended up meeting up with one of my friends. It was amazing. Went home. Went back to work the next day. Went to go talk to the partner who I got out of the meeting with because he did it without me. I walk into his office and he talks like this. He goes, "Jonathan, you realize I'm a New England Patriots fan." And for those that didn't know, the Eagles had just beaten the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So that was that. I'm a huge, massive Eagles fan. Eagles are in the NFC Championship game, which they are hosting, surprisingly, tomorrow in a strange turn of events. Anybody else in the sports ball at all?
Wait, before you do that, Trevor right here, he was asking for you to do the Eagles chant.
Oh, that's what that means? Okay.
Yeah.
EAGLES, Eagles. So my favorite thing, here's the thing. YouTube is weird. There's this thing going around now, this viral video. There's a local Philly rapper, Gilly, right? He's not famous nationally, but he's a local Philly rapper who's pretty famous around here. And he decided that the Too Short song, Blow the Whistle, Too Short, who's from freaking Oakland, right? West Coast, has, I love Too Short anyway, but he's got a great song, Blow the Whistle. He decided that was going to be the Eagles song, and he's been doing like videos with it. And he had Too Short hop into one of the videos, and it's become like a viral thing that people are doing.
I've seen that this morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
I put it on my Facebook page. It's awesome. I ordered, don't worry, I got some things in the works. We're going to make one of those viral videos. So I'm very excited. So that's it. That's one of my little outside of toys. And there was, me and my dad watched the Eagles growing up. And that was the thing when the Eagles were on, we made sure we were back home from running whatever errands we had. And Curtis says, should have done the fake throw up thing. See, look, these repeat fans, they know the stories. By the way, super chats are turned off. I did not know that. So I'll figure out how to turn them back on. But just yell super chat into the computer, Curtis. And
exactly.
That was one of my favorite things ever. So for those that don't know what I'm talking about, at the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me podcast live event at Legion's Con last year, Curtis Ackerman obviously is a guy who throws around a lot of super chats. We're in person here, so he can't just dial up a super chat on the computer. So he would just take cash out of his pocket and throw it at the front and say, "Super chat." Pretty funny. Oh, wait, here we go. Kevin,
there you go.
$1.99 says they're good. Curtis, your money's no good here. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
So, all right. So that's it. Huge sports fan. One more little interest outside of toys that I'm very much into, although haven't had as much time for the hobby more recently. And that is DJing and dance music. So I'm a huge dance music fan. all through college, I fell in love with dance music, started DJing, not knowing what the hell I was doing. We got a residency at a local college bar at Rutgers. And then after I graduated, kind of got away from it for a little while. And then at some point I was like, you know what? I love dance music. I love DJing. I never like DJed in a club or like at a festival. I would like to do that. And at this point, a few years had passed and like DJing technology had like moved far beyond anything I'd ever used. So I went on the internet, learned about all the new stuff that was out there, started buying some stuff, like started practicing at home. And then I started getting, DJ gigs at bars, at like little clubs in New York and New Jersey. Ended up doing like tons of cool stuff. Yeah, it is the DJ Swig origin story.
Yes, sir.
The funny thing is, so in college, I had this really good buddy, Mike Caracosa, who we were roommates in college, and we kind of shared this love of dance music. We DJ'd together and everything. So after I had started DJing again on my own, after I had a career and everything, he was over my house for a birthday party one time, and he ended up being like one of the last people here. And at the end of the night, he starts pitching me this idea. He's like, dude, I never had more fun than when we were DJing together in college. And he had taken like this very expensive like music production course. He's like, dude, we should make music together. And he sold me, and I was like, dude, that sounds awesome. So then after that, like, he actually lives in California now too. We would like hop on Skype at the end of the day, try to make music. We worked on it for a couple years, and we ended up making like a ton of music. You can still listen to our music on YouTube. You can get it on iTunes. You can, get it on Spotify. And it was just awesome. A lot of great, awesome experiences. Here's me. This first one here. This is me DJing at a place called Sutton Place in New York City many years ago. This is me DJing at a place called Perlay in New Brunswick, New Jersey. That's my wife, Victoria, Mrs. Hedgehog, in the front right there, dancing around to my good beats and checking herself out in the mirror.
That's right.
And then, I only grabbed a couple of pictures. All right. But there's a bunch of other pictures. What I don't know if this is going to work. So, sorry. Put this back over here. Let's see if this works. So probably the coolest thing that we ever did was there's this company, Insomniac. I've talked about this before. This is the company that throws Electric Daisy Carnival, which is like one of the biggest music festival in America, right? And they throw a bunch of other music festivals and stuff. They ran a contest where if you submitted like a DJ mix, they would pick a couple of winners, and they would fly the winners out to California to DJ at a music festival called Beyond Wonderland there. And the whole thing, like, they would fly you out there, put you up in a hotel, you get a trailer, the artist treatment, the whole thing. And we entered the contest, and we freaking won. So they flew me and my friend Mike out to California, put us up in a hotel. EDC is still happening, Allison, in Vegas, as a matter of fact. Put us up in a hotel. We got car service to and from the festival every day. We got our own trailer. We had riders, so we could ask like what drinks we wanted in the trailer and stuff. And like massive stars are DJing, like Cascade, when we're all backstage and stuff. Now, we didn't DJ on the massive giant like set that had all kinds of stuff. We had there was like a little area, sort of the way these music festivals are set up. There's different stages and different things all over the place, and you can just wander around. We were like sort of in the middle, where people are like sort of walking by in like this little, they called it the Boombox art car. And the reason why I'm saying all that is I'm going to attempt to play some of this, and hopefully we don't get kicked off. So this is me DJing at Beyond Wonderland in 2014. It's not too loud. Yeah!
Let's go.
There I am in California late night right here.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, so that's that.
I love the dude in the front that's killing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Very cool.
Dude, that's awesome, man.
Heck yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So that's it. That's my other little interest. Anybody that is interested, our DJ group was called Glitch Matrix, which was a name that I picked. Because I remember when me and my friend were starting to do this whole thing, we were trying to pick a name, and like I'm sort of like the idea guy. And I would like send him all kinds of names, and he would just shoot them down. He would just be like, nope, 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 nope. And then I picked Glitch Matrix because we're also huge fans of the movie The Matrix, you know, and the whole saying from The Matrix is like, oh, there was a glitch in the Matrix, right? And so my idea, the story behind it was that we're going to make the glitch the Matrix, which only sort of makes sense, but like it sounded cool. So that was the name. And on our logo, if you search up Glitch Matrix, there's actually a Glitch Matrix YouTube channel, and it is at Glitch Matrix DJs, as a matter of fact. Right. One second here. Yeah. At Glitch Matrix DJs on Instagram. Now, I haven't done a lot of music stuff in recent years, so there's not a whole lot new, but on the YouTube channel, there is a couple of those performances and a bunch of our music. So if you want to check it out, you can. One more thing, if I can find it. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. So hold on a second. Sorry, this is very self-indulgent. This is us on our little artist page with an interview, giving an interview here.
Nice.
So this was our little interview we gave as Glitch Matrix DJ duo. So silly, but it was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. I still love dance music. I'll never stop loving it. I still DJ at home. So one thing I would like to do in 2025 is actually get back to DJing a little bit. There's not a whole lot of time to whack up between career, family, and toy videos, but there you go. That's it.
Super cool, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks, man. So, but yes, I would love to. I would love to DJ something. Like, how cool would that be? Legions Con. And this is possible because it is in New Jersey. So one of the nights of Legions Con, like either like a room in the hotel or like a bar or something like that that's close by, get a DJ gig that night, and anybody that wanted to come over could like hang out and party over at this place at night after one of the nights of Legions Con.
Well, since we own the hotel that weekend, why couldn't you just do it in the lobby?
How awesome would that be? That would be insane, dude.
Dude, that'd be awesome if they had DJ music in the lobby the whole night, man.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody in the chat's there with you. They were all saying it.
Yes, that would be amazing, dude.
Heck yeah.
So, all right, what about you, Rhino? So, toy collector. What else is Ryan Gonzalez interested in besides Amber?
So I've talked about this before. Cornhole, bago, whatever the hell you want to call it. I do a league with my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple seasons it was kind of touch and go, and then there was actually one season, I think it was this year for Legions Con, we had a killer season. We went undefeated, and I had to get a fill-in because I was at Legions Con, and it turns out we won the whole damn thing.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So he also got me a custom bag set with the Cabal logo on it because our team name is the Cabal.
Hell yeah.
Which is badass. It's kind of tricky, like, to figure out your throw because I have to throw it like a pizza for me to actually get it to like actually hole it.
Mm-hmm.
But a
That's
lot
tight.
of the people there, man, they are so serious. We actually beat one team that was also undefeated, and my cousin would not let him get any points. So yeah, DJ Cornhole dude. I love it.
Put up all these things together
Yes.
with a muscle car right behind us.
Hell yeah. Let's incorporate it all. But the guy he was throwing against, he wouldn't let up any points. So he just, like, once we went up, the guy just started throwing his bags at the ground. It's like, dude, it's just a game. You're not winning any money. You get a medal at the end of it. But we beat you because you suck.
He really wanted that medal, though.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Dude, we got some cornholers in here. Bill's a cornholer.
Yeah, that's exactly how I have to throw.
Yeah. Ed's a cornholer. That's
Nice.
Awesome. That's awesome, dude.
Dude, had I known that, I would have brought my boards to Legion's Con. I got
Is there a cornhole season?
What do you
like,
mean?
is there like a certain time where like this is when the cornhole competitive competitions happen?
For like the guys who actually are sponsored and are really good that like travel across country, I think it's mostly year round for them.
Mm-hmm.
But for the league that I do, it is usually October to about the end of April because everyone's
I've hold some corn in my day. There you go.
But the summer months they usually take off.
Yeah, because I like cornhole. I think of it like in conjunction with like football season, just because that's a very popular activity. Like while you're tailgating before a game, playing. I have a set of, in addition to the Eagles, I'm also a Rutgers football fan because I went to Rutgers, and I have a Rutgers set of cornhole boards or whatever it's called. With like, I bought a set and has like little Rutgers bags and things like that.
Oh, that's sweet.
I can't wait. We should bring them to Legion's Con so you can whoop my ass. Actually, no, you're on my team.
Yeah, there you go.
You're on my team. There we go.
I'm here for it. Yeah, but other than that, I do game a little bit, and me and Amber play FC, which
What's
used to be
FC?
FIFA. It used to be FIFA.
Gotcha.
And Amber, I will say, she hates playing with me because as soon as she goes up on me, the game, I swear to God, the game is cheating for her. It's ridiculous.
Amber, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, he's just a sore loser is all.
Thank you, Amber. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing the truth here, Amber.
Exactly.
Amber, what's the record?
15-3.
Ooh, shots
I'm
fired. Shots fired.
We used to do a lot of beer pong but from when we went to college, it was called beer bowling. So there's a little bit of a different style. Our style was you have to bounce. Not that you can't bounce. You have to bounce at least twice. And there's a lot of strategy involved. I even made 2 beer bowling tables that I still here, but they're old now. And we used to play all the time in my garage. I don't think I've played now in more than a year, which is nuts, which is insane. But me and Mrs. Hedgehog would even play one-on-one, which is a really bad idea. This is before kids. Really bad idea. I think there's even we used to keep score, and it wasn't even close. I really whooped her ass like many, many times.
Sometimes she's beating me so bad. Sometimes I just chase her down and slide tackle just to get penalties. Because like she'll come out of nowhere and then she's up 3 goals, and by that time it's the end of the game. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a penalty every single time she has the ball.
Boom, enabled.
I think people will be surprised that Ryan has this very friggin' like sharp competitive edge right here.
Yeah, he does.
Especially when it comes to playing Amber and soccer on the game. So are you a Xbox guy, PlayStation? What's the deal?
More so PlayStation.
What about you, Amber? What do you like other than the Plunderlings and the Legions and stuff like that?
And Ryan.
And Ryan, obviously. I know you're into Ryan. We are friends on Facebook, my friend. She says some very nice things about you, Ryan, and then you go back and talk shit about her in connection with FIFA.
Exactly. Jeez.
What's that all about?
Where's the love?
But what's up, Amber? What do you like? What kind of movies do you like? What's your deal? What do you like?
I recently have started coloring.
Cool.
I really
Victoria does that from time to time.
They're 90s stoner coloring books.
Very nice.
So I like go outside, enjoy my life, and then I come in and I color these really fun coloring pages.
Nice.
That's so cool. Victoria has some coloring books, but hers are like there's like all like designs and stuff that you color in and stuff.
Yeah.
This is very good.
Hers are I got her the stoner coloring books for Christmas.
Very cool.
That is so awesome.
What are you using as far as is that like color pencil, marker? What are they?
They're markers.
Very nice.
The only thing it just sucks that they bleed through, but if you just put some construction paper between the pages, you're good.
Yeah.
Those
are awesome.
System down. I love these characters too, man.
Hell yeah.
Is that the Mario star?
Favorite.
SpongeBob, he really needs this anyway. He needs the smoke.
That
is so cool.
That's awesome.
It's definitely a lot
Raphael.
of
fun. Ooh, that one's really great. I like the wavy background and everything behind him. It reminds me of some posters I might have had on my wall in the 90s. There actually is. I had a couple of blacklight posters like in the 90s that I don't think I have either one. One of them I know I don't have. The other one of them is like a Pink Floyd The Wall poster, which I'm pretty sure I could probably locate that or something similar again. But there was another one that I had that Amber's pictures reminded me of, where it was like one of those ones. It was a blacklight poster, and it was like two little guys like traversing this path up through like this mountain with woods and stuff, and there was all kinds of magical mushrooms and stuff like that, and it looked so cool. But I don't know how I would ever find it again. That's it. That's the end of it.
Who didn't rock a blacklight poster back in the day?
stereotyping Sebastian just because he's Jamaican.
Exactly.
Although having been to Jamaica,
gotta say,
it's fair.
When in Rome.
Those are really awesome, Amber.
Heck yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Anything else? Any other kind of interests? Anything else that you're into?
I like video games, but I'm just not good at them.
Sounds like you're good at soccer.
The only game I've ever beaten is Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh, that's cool.
For PS5 or 4?
PS5.
Nice.
Excuse me. What do you think she is? A 5 skeleton girl?
I was a Breath of the Wild that I've been
nice
trying to beat for years.
Nice. I was a huge gamer way back in the day. I hate to date myself, but in the PS1 days. So I was the PS1 and PS2 were my jam for a long time. Very many long hours of sleepless nights trying to beat all those games. And yeah, that was cool, having that time in my life where I had the time to actually sit and game for as long as I did before I got into something else. But yeah, I wish I could game as well as I did before, but I don't know. I just, like I said, not that I lost interest in it, but the games just got way too crazy. So I was like, okay, enough of this. I'm no good at this anymore.
There was another game you were playing. It was on the PS5. Event or no, Horizon.
Oh, Horizon.
You were playing that for a while.
I played for 5 minutes before I realized I was terrible.
Yeah, like I said, the difficulty level on some of these games nowadays, like I just don't get it. I'm like, well, I have no place here because it's just way too technical for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my jam back in the day was Siphon Filter and Metal Gear Solid, the Twisted Metal series.
That was a good one.
Freaking loved Twisted Metal. Stuff like that. Abe's Odyssey. What else was there? There was a bunch of cool games, but yeah, I just the old Resident Evil games, stuff like that. But yeah, nowadays it's just like I said, it's just beyond, man.
Dude, I loved Twisted Metal 3. I was so bad at it though. I forget what gamer magazine. Or some of them, remember when some of them would come with like cheat codes that you could use?
Yeah.
I would do the one where you can't die. So I would just ride around blowing shit up because I was so bad at it.
Yeah. It's like I said, they just became more and more difficult as they went along. And like I said, the graphics are just uncanny now. It's ridiculous. So good.
It's almost too clean.
Yeah.
Not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, do you guys have any is one thing that I was not that I wanted to talk about, but it was something that I was thinking about that like I'm into outside of collecting. I mean, my whole life since I was probably 16, I've been into firearms my whole life. So it's like I used to go shooting. I mean, I don't do it as much as I do now because before I had a ton of friends that lived here in California that I used to get together with and go shooting with all the time. Lots of them have moved to different states and whatnot. So, but yeah, I used to like to go shooting a lot. Do you guys have any good like ranges out where you guys live or anything like that?
There's one in Chad's Ford. I believe it's called Target Master.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have. I don't think it's that big of a range, but I know a lot of people go there, and that's really the only one that I know in the area.
Yeah. Indoor range or outdoor range?
Indoor.
Okay.
I've only ever been shooting one time. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was gonna say I don't think there are any outdoor ones around here. I could be wrong. I'm not up on all of that, but what were you gonna say?
I don't know. I'm no expert. I know that there's outdoor ranges in North Jersey for sure. Because I've worked for some of them. They do like clay shooting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've only ever been to one range and it was indoors, more east, closer to like the shore. A friend of mine who was, there you go. Steph and Dave would know.
Heck yeah.
He was he still is a federal agent. So he was like way into guns and I wasn't in guns like at all. He's like, I want to take you shooting. So he took me to like an indoor range. Right. And we, I guess we used his Glock, right? That was his gun, was a Glock. And a couple things struck me is that number one, how freaking loud it was in there. I was not prepared for how loud a gun is. Like when they're right around you.
Yeah.
The second thing was that like when you went in there, like I think they looked at my like license, but like I don't remember if they did that, but there was no like they didn't know who I was or anything like that. Like you just walk in and like you, all right, go shoot or whatever. And like everybody that's shooting, they're all like together. Like there's like little partitions, but they're only so high, between you. And I was like, dude, if anybody here like decided to go crazy, they could just start shooting people. Now they're never making it out. they're never making it out of that place. But if you're crazy, so I was surprised by that just because I didn't know.
Yeah, it's something you definitely gotta be prepared for when you go for your first time.
Yeah. So there's video floating around of me actually shooting the gun, by the way, because people made fun of me because I think I wasn't holding it correctly because I didn't know what I was doing.
But it was your first time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. I still shot. I might even still have the target actually in my garage.
That's funny.
Yeah. Did we lose Dylan?
Dylan
Yeah,
hasn't
he
been
said
on
his-
for a
his
minute.
lap-
Yeah.
His laptop was bugging out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we still got. Let's take a look at the giveaway here. Here we go. 24 entries. Dylan is so hot. Hashtag Dylan is so hot is what you want to win. This guy, Undead of Vikenfell. So we'll just run this in a couple of minutes. Hashtag Dylan is so hot to win this brand new unopened Legions figure. Hashtag Dylan is so hot. I did have one more quick story I wanted to share. Late night, you had mentioned this earlier. A lot of people are getting their Super 7 Ultimates Cat Slayer.
Yeah.
A massive playset is hitting, and it looks amazing. Looks like some people are having not the greatest experience with how their set was shipped. Although I haven't seen any that are actually broken. I have seen some boxes that look like they were in bad shape.
Yeah.
The actual playset itself looks incredible. It looks massive. But so Eric had asked me if I got a shipping notice from mine yet, and I haven't yet. And I ran into something where I got very scared for a couple of minutes because I went and I logged into my Super 7 account to check on it at one point, right? And went through all my orders, and then there it is. There's the Cat's Lair, and it says canceled by customer. And I was like, canceled by customer. I'm like, now the Cat's Lair went up for pre-order. It was basically like a self-run Kickstarter type thing in the summer of 2023. So then I thought about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember when they were first doing it in July 2023. I had gone on, logged into my account, added the Cat's Lair to my cart, and kind of went through the checkout process because I wanted to see what the payment options were, right? I wanted to know if there was like can you finance it? What are the things you can do? And by going through the checkout process, I accidentally checked out. So I think I remember right away emailing customer service and just saying, hey, I accidentally checked out. I was just trying to check out the payment options. Can you reverse it for me? And they reversed it for me. But in my Super 7 account, that was the only Cat's Lair that was in there. So then I was like, well, wait a minute. Did I cancel the only order I made and never went back in?
Ooh.
I was like, is that why I haven't gotten a shipping notice yet? I'm like, wait a minute, that can't be it. I remember paying for it. And it's not always the weirdest thing that, like, I've ordered a bunch of stuff from Super 7 and not logged into my account just because you forget what it is, and you can buy stuff without logging into your account. But I couldn't find another order. The one thing I could find was that, yes, I did pay for it. I do remember paying for it because I did, and I did one of those pay in 4 things where you make 4 payments, and there it is, and it's paid for. And I was like, but I couldn't find anything else. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, so did I cancel the order, but like the payments went through anyway and I paid, but Super 7 doesn't think I have a Cat's Lair. So I got really worried for a second. But then eventually I found it. So I found out the order numbers were different. I found the email where I did actually no, it was actually 100% on me. I had not logged into my account when I ended up ordering it later. And I think the reason why this is going to sound so dumb. The reason why I ended up doing it like that was because it was late at night and I was watching a live stream where they were counting down because there was like one of those things like a stretch goal where if they got so many backers or if it backed by a certain date, they would throw in the key to Thundera in with the Cat's Lair. And I got so pumped up about it. Like it was like, 11:30 at night and I'm laying in bed on my phone and I just ordered the Cat's Lair then because I wanted to get the key of Thundera. And so I didn't log into my Super 7 account and just the email had just gotten lost in the emails, but I ended up finding it. So everything is okay. I was really worried for a minute. But the Cat's Lair is paid for and it is presumably will be on its way.
Awesome.
So
and
maybe
people are, I was thinking about that the other day about people wondering like where or how they're going to have enough space for the dragon. I'm thinking, damn, have you seen that Cat's Lair? Like the people that are getting that thing's freaking massive, man. That thing's huge.
I saw one and I kept a screenshot of it. So the way the cat's lair is, the front is the cat, right? The big cat's head and everything. And it's got the big paws, and it's got it folds out. So it's actually got mountains on either side, which is really cool. But then on the backside, there's the whole playset part of it, where they have 3 different levels and a screen and all these different things. So a lot of times you don't have the space to be able to put it somewhere where you can see the front and the back. This one dude bought 2. So he could display them on shelves next to each other.
Wow.
And you could see the front on one side. I got a picture of it.
That's
and
crazy.
You can see the back on the other. Yeah, let me see if I
can
share this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you had something like that, ultimately you would want something where you could have like a table to display it on, that you could actually walk around it 360 degrees, right? I mean, I would think that would be the ultimate way to display something like that.
That's originally, so down here in the basement, originally we had like the couches sort of like in the middle of the basement. So then you could like watch TV and the couches were there. So I was thinking about setting up a table behind the couch and putting the cat's lair on it so you could do just that.
Yeah.
But then we've moved the couches all the way back against one wall. So I don't know there's a way to do it in the middle of the floor. So then I was wondering, like, could you do like a massive lazy Susan so you could have it closer to the wall but rotate it?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
There it is. Make it happen.
Exactly.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, that playset is just insane, man. I baffles my mind like how freaking awesome that thing looks.
So here we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at that.
So there's better displays of it that I found because I've been like researching it. But this is just because I saw the guy bought 2 so he can have them next to each other and you can see the front and see the back.
That's when you're just like, I just love Thundercats. Like that's it, man. That's freaking crazy, bro.
And what did that run? $650?
Yeah, $650 with shipping.
Yeah, I mean, with shipping, it was like $7 flat, I think. $7 flat or $750 because shipping was $100.
That's insane.
Well, I would imagine. The thing's massive.
That's just insane. So cool, man. Yeah, you have to be a freaking insane Thundercats fan for that thing. That's crazy.
That's such a flex too. Hey, did you get the cat lair? Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
Actually, I got 2. Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, well, when I have my 2 dragons battling each other, we'll see. That's freaking awesome. What a playset, man. Jesus.
Yeah, and I've just been researching various ways to do it. So this is a little bit closer.
Are you the words are hard. Are you all in on the Thundercats stuff? Like all the figures, stuff like that? No.
I love the line, I really do, but I haven't. As a matter of fact, I've skipped the last few waves just because, it's as they get to more and more obscure characters and they're still pretty expensive figures, it was kind of like I don't need to get all of them, although there's a couple of figures from a couple of the waves that I've skipped that I would like to go back and get.
Yeah, the core characters are definitely the way. I mean, the core characters are always just the way to go. I mean, for any display.
Yeah.
Because then, like I said, then they start making all those obscure characters that, like, yeah, this guy showed up for 4 seconds during episode 13. You're like, what? When? Like, who the hell's that? You know what I mean? It's like, do I need to spend $75 on this? Like, no, thanks. That started happening. That's when I dipped out. They started doing that a lot with the Nickelodeon turtles from NECA. They started doing a lot of those obscure characters, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, I remember watching. I'm like, gosh, I had to go back and look at the episodes. Like, who was that character? Like, after the core ones, I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm done.
That display at PowerCon was fantastic.
That's what you need. I mean, yeah, you need that like on a tabletop, walk around style display to do that. That one at PowerCon, yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. That's when I saw it for the first time in person, and I was like, I knew that I had to have it.
So nuts.
Yep. Eric says, I remember taking a photo of Jonathan next to the one they had at PowerCon.
Yeah.
Yep. There it was.
Perfect. There he is. What's up, Dylan?
What's up, Dylan?
I don't know what happened. My laptop had a mental breakdown. So I'm on my iPad now.
Oh, sorry, man. I didn't see this.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it, like something like a little bit closer. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Victoria said she would help because, according to her, she's better at figuring out spatial things than I am, which is also accurate. So, but the point is, I'm getting a cat slayer.
Hell yeah, you are. That's like I said, man.
So, Dylan, did you was there anything non-toy interest that you wanted to share?
Yeah, I think it's backwards, but Green Day music. I'm a huge music guy. Huge punk. I'm a movie guy. Obviously, I love movies.
Especially King Kong movies.
I'm a knife collector. Huh?
Ooh, we got to talk knives.
Right.
I'm a huge knife collector, dude.
I'm a big knife guy.
Edge Steel, man, that's my freaking oof.
Wait, there's a knife community?
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's a whole everyday carry community with flashlights and wallets and
what's your everyday carry?
And Spyderco, something or other, and a Civivi, whatever the Civivi, the one that most people have is.
Nice. I'm the Spyderco paramilitary too.
Okay.
That's my EDC.
Good stuff.
Heck yeah, bro. Knives,
Like I have
baby.
friends that carried knives, but I didn't know. Like, look, I guess it makes sense.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll grab that real quick.
Heck yeah.
Shit, I'm rolling around.
Hold on. Show your blades. Hold on.
I'm walking around making jokes with these guys, not knowing that they're packing knives and shit.
Well, they're ready to
I
go.
was worried about Joe. And... Let's see.
Yeah, there's a community for everything. Hell yeah. I just never thought of it.
J-Mac.
What?
The knife community varies in numbers as they get in and out of jail.
Let's see it, Dylan. Let's see yours.
All right, hold up.
Right. So this is my my left pocket carry.
Nice.
Left pocket.
My yep. I think this is the Civivi Elementum or something.
Are you left-handed?
No.
Why
This
do you
is my
carry your
right
left
pocket
pocket?
carry.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Nice.
Yeah. The
Very cool.
Spyderco,
In case he ever gets into some
I don't
shit.
even know what the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case he ever runs into the
just
Foot
picked
Clan.
This one up a little bit ago. It's this is a Kershaw CRKT.
Oh,
pen
nice.
knife. I love this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice sleek.
I have a
fits
couple
great in the
CRKTs. Those are nice. Those are very nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then
Very
I
cool,
have a box cutter for work that I usually carry.
Nice. Dylan's ready, bro.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
so
Cool.
can I ask, are spring loaded? Is that like what is it like in here in New York, right?
It's yeah,
Jersey.
spring.
In New York, New York is weird because of Manhattan. A lot of things are not allowed in the city that you can have anywhere else.
Mm.
So like all of these are manual, they're just easy to open. But personally, I don't like spring assist just because they break down easier and
Yeah.
you pop a spring, you have to replace it. But
Mm-hmm.
you can
Stab
do
yourself in the
just
thigh.
as much with just a flick than you can with, a button or something.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what's
So
up. But, yeah.
yeah, this is my
I got a
paramilitary
whole
too.
drawer full of them.
That's mine right there, Dylan.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to dig it out. My I think it's called the Spyderco Pakal or something like that.
Mm. Now, do you do I mean, other than pocket knives, do you do any other type of knives? I mean, I have a variety of like Damascus steel knives and
It's mostly pocket knives,
oh, okay.
but I do have a bunch of fixed blades, and
Yeah.
I have a couple of switches, but I don't carry those.
Nice. Yeah, I have a bunch of like. Oh, nice. I have stuff from like Tops and like SC and a couple of other makers, but yeah, knives are definitely the geek and another geek in my lifestyle. Yeah. That's for sure. That's awesome.
Now, these knives they don't get cool. They don't get used very much, right? So do you have to
my everyday my everyday carry I use all the time. This I use this for everything. Yeah. It just goes with me everywhere. I've carried a knife ever since I was a little kid. So
Hold up. I'm gonna go get my. Can you carry on? I'm gonna go get my everyday carry.
Your kitchen knife?
It's gonna be a kitchen knife. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's got his own with his own name on it, doesn't he? He has a.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he's got his own blade with his own thing on it.
Yeah, if you're looking, Amber, it is there.
What's that?
No, Amber was looking to see because she got me one made that has my name on the handle.
Oh, maybe it was you. Maybe it's you that has that one. Yeah,
no,
it's you.
John, I think he's got one too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know you guys both. One of you guys has a personalized knife. That's funny.
I'll wait for him to come back, but I do use these every single day.
Yeah. Your EDC is your EDC, man. You always have it with you. It's just one of those things.
Exactly.
It's like my car keys. If my car keys or my wallet's on me, my knife's on me. It's just one of those things I always have.
What is for the ones you just showed? What is the price like vary? Is it
this will run about 150 for this one right here, the paramilitary 2, about $150 for it.
Yeah,
it's like a Mezco.
One,
yeah, it's like a Mezco.
Yeah. This one's a bit older. I don't think this is still in production. This is like a $200-$300 knife.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
It used to have
like that karambit blade on it, almost.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a pocket draw. It used to have a little pin here as like a wave, but that fell off.
That's here's a little thing for you, Dylan. If you could embiggen me, see this? You put a little zip tie on it.
Zip tie.
Yeah, and then it hooks onto your your pocket as it draws out, and it automatically draws when you pull it out. So that's how I've always carried mine.
Holy shit!
Yep. Tricks of the knife community, baby.
Yeah. We're not all crazy.
Yeah, we're not all crazy. Ask Joe Gonzalez, man. He knows about knives. He'll cut you, bitch.
So late night was right.
I had enough knives on me.
Here's my
there you go. I knew it.
There you go.
Hedgehog action. That's right.
There you go, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. That's a personal everyday carry right there.
This one gets a lot of use, as you might imagine.
Heck yeah.
I was using it earlier today.
That's what I was saying before you walked away. I use one of these two every single day to open toys, open anything that comes in the mail. I'm at work, got to rip open a case of Oreos or something. Every single day.
I should use mine. Look at this. Here we go. Everybody's got an EDC.
Nice. Yeah, man.
All right, what are we,
Rick Jones says he's got Blade 1, 2, and 3 on DVD.
Very nice.
I love it. Here, wait.
Hold on.
I'll let Dylan geek out on this. Hold on.
Listen.
Oh boy.
Also, if you're a collector, I feel like you deal with knives differently.
Yep.
Yes. Here's something cool. This is kind of mythic. This is an old I think it was I forgot who the designer was. I think it was Gil Hibben who did this one, but check this out, Dylan.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah. That's a blade right there, right?
Yeah. The Mezco Constantine comes with something that looks like that.
Nice. And then here's a couple
That's
of
awesome.
I don't know if these have actual ram horn handles on them, but these two Damascus blades right here. Oops. where am I?
Dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So
Yeah.
then there's has to be like knife collecting conventions, right?
Oh, dude.
Have you ever been to one?
Yep.
Yeah,
Blade
yeah.
Show.
Yeah, Blade Show. Yeah. Yeah, there's a huge one called
Sure.
Blade Show. It's like in Vegas. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I
Blade
mean
Show,
from
Shop Show.
from your K bars to
Yeah.
I got like I caught a couple different SEs.
Nice.
Freaking yeah, like I said, got me my Bali song. Freaking
Whoa.
Nice.
yeah. Butterfly knives, freaking. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been a collector for years. Just tops. Have you ever owned a tops knife, Dylan? These are freaking.
I have not.
These
That's
are
like a military
ridiculous.
knife.
Yeah, these are ridiculous, bro. These are freaking unbelievable knives. Look at the thickness on those blades
That's
too. They're, I
crazy.
mean, it's like 1/4 inch steel. It's
That's
freaking
nice.
ridiculous. Yeah, but
You do neck
Yeah.
knives?
yeah, I actually have an SC. Oh, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, it's my main neck knife. It's actually hanging in my closet.
cool.
I don't have it here in my case
Nice.
with me. But yeah, neck knives are pretty cool for everyday carry as
I
well.
need to get one.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Heck yeah.
That's
Heck
awesome.
yeah. Fun times.
Bill says he collects
Absolutely.
books. So does Mrs. Hedgehog. Mrs. Hedgehog is a book collector. We have bookshelves and book racks in our bedroom with
Heck
Mrs.
yeah.
Hedgehog's books.
I've been
also goes to book conventions. Mrs. Hedgehog
Nice.
goes to book conventions.
Nice. I've been doubling down on on my book collection for my what's it called? My Audible library. I've definitely been getting a lot of books on there, which is really cool. It's made getting into a lot of different books a lot easier and a lot less time consuming. Being able to listen to a book rather than having to sit somewhere quiet for a couple hours a day to read one. Not that I have anything against that, but sometimes you just don't have the time or the time for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would love to just sit down with a book, but like if I'm in a situation where I'm going to court a lot or something like that, and like if I'm going to New York City for court, I might spend 4 hours in the car that day. Like I don't know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like listening to a book is a cool way to sort of pass the time. And I'm a fiction guy, so I have like my favorite authors. Like I'm a big Anne Rice fan. I love the whole, you know, like the whole Lestat series.
Yeah.
I used to be a big fan of James Rollins, who is sort of like similar to a Dan Brown, but he does like, they're kind of like adventure espionage type books, and he does like a lot of research and stuff before them. So I like those too.
Heck yeah. I've been doing a lot of the Star Wars series
Nice.
books. Yeah.
I had started but haven't finished yet. I was doing Heir to the Empire. I was going to do the whole trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
the Zahn trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many good series of Star Wars books that you can get into that are so amazing, so awesome. Yeah.
Bill talking about collecting books. The older I get, the more I appreciate the nice print on thick page with high contrast that comes with a nice fine printing.
Yeah.
There's a man who knows his books.
That's right. Yeah.
Something about, you know.
Nice hard leather bound, freaking gold leafed, freaking.
What's up, Van?
Books. It's awesome.
What's up, dude? I thought you didn't read, Curtis. Curtis says he loved Anne Rice vampire books. So you know what I'm listening to right now that I've done it like 3 times already. One of the newer books in that series, but this one's probably like 5-6 years old, maybe more than that actually. Prince Lestat and the Realms of Atlantis is just a bonkers, ridiculous book, and I absolutely adore it. If I explained it to you, it wouldn't even make any sense. It involves it. It's nuts. It's nuts. The Vampire Lestat is amazing. You know what's incredible is she also did the the Mayfair Witches series, and sometimes there's crossover between the vampires and the witches. I think maybe her best book ever was called Merrick. And it has like sort of a crossover between some of the characters in the vampire series and the Mayfair Witches series. If you've never read it before, if you're interested in these things at all, if you've read any of them or just watched the movie, Merrick is an absolute fantastic joy to read or listen to. Merrick, Merrick, Anne Rice. So
yeah. Joe Gonzalez said he collects D&D books. Joe, do you collect some of the old D&D books, like the old players guides, like the old first prints and stuff? Because I think those are pretty collectible, aren't they?
I would think so. I don't know, but I would think so.
Yeah, some of the old original stuff that they had, I've seen that seem to be pretty collectible. I mean, pretty obscure, but very, very collectible, especially for a true D&D fan. I think that would be kind of cool to have something like that, like a collection.
Bill says, I just finished an incredible book called The Buried Giant. It's sort of a post-Arthurian literary fantasy novel with an interesting message about history and memory. That's cool. Yeah, I've got a buddy who is a rabid reader, and he's like the guy that suggests books to me sometimes.
Nice. Just as I have a mint first edition Dungeon Master guide.
Crap.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's definitely got to be a freaking grail piece in your collection. That's freaking awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man. Stuff like that. Very, very cool.
I read the first book in which is going to be a series that my friend suggested to me. I did it earlier this year. I keep wanting to call it the Journal of the Wills, but that's not what it is. It's not Star Wars related. But it is something Wills.
The only D&D book that I've actually read cover to cover was that Art and Arcanon book. It was like the history of the art of Dungeons and Dragons. So it gives you like a full blown like history of the game and how the art started and all the different artists that have been through. It's such an amazing coffee table style book. It's a big, thick book. I remember Jeremy Gerard posted something about it, and I was like, I got to see this book. So I ended up picking up a copy of it. And that's the very first time I've ever read like a complete like history or sort of history of the whole game and everything, which is really, really, really cool book to have.
So it's just about like the history of the game and everything.
Yeah, and the art. It's basically a history of the game and basically the artwork of the game behind the artwork.
I've got like an art book.
Super.
You know
cool
those
book.
coffee table books that are just like that has like the art of something.
Mhm.
I have a Dark Crystal art book.
Yeah.
So freaking cool. It
Yeah.
has like, some of like the concept art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really, really awesome.
I'm a huge fan of those books. I got tons of them. I have ones from Game of Thrones, some from The Mandalorian, the art of what's that? The Ghost of Tsushima or whatever from the video game, the samurai video game.
Yeah.
I have that. I have like a couple of the art of Dark Souls books. Super, super cool books and super inspiring books to look through, especially from my point of view as a customizer and painter, like looking at different design work and different like paint, the way that they do on some of these like different concept arts for things. It's just awesome. I love books like that.
The book I was trying to think of is called The Will of the Many, James Islington. And I listened to it on audio and it was really good. It was really, really good. I liked it a lot. The Will of the Many. And I think he may have already finished part 2. So yeah, The Will of the Many, if you want to check that out too. So
yeah.
Good
yeah,
shit,
I love those type of books, man. Those are my favorite. That's something I always pick up if I find a good one.
All right, want to give away a figure?
Do it, babe.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're going to give away the Undead of Vikenfell action figure. Hashtag Dylan is so hot because he is so hot right now and forever. Hashtag Dylan
Thank you.
is so hot. Let's see what
And included with that figure, Dylan will give you a tutorial on how to make a cool pose. Just saying.
There you
and
go.
also he will send you a lock of his hair.
Nice.
Along with the
I
undead
do
Viking
pull
belt.
enough of my hair out when I comb it, so sure.
I know how
I'll
that is.
link up at ZoloCon and I'll give
I
you my
never
hair.
realized how much hair you pull out of your own head when you have long hair, but I know that now.
Hey, do the drawing now before one of the McCoys puts in the hashtag and wins it.
They might already be in there.
Are we allowed to enter? Because I'll
Yes.
keep my own hair.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
Let me do that. Thanks.
Just pull a Jordan. Just 1, 2, draw.
Yeah.
Here we go. There we go. 29 entries. Man, like 40
Hold on,
people
I just
here.
put in.
Yep. All right. 30 entries. Last
I
chance.
said they already did.
Hashtag Dylan is so hot. You can take your shot at the McCoys too. Just enter in the hashtag Dylan is so hot. Dylan is so hot. Going in 3, 2 for this action figure right here.
Good luck, everybody.
1.5. Good luck.
Good luck.
Here we go. And the winner of the Undead of Viking Fell and a lock of Dylan's hair, Jamie Rockwood. Congratulations. Not that we don't love the McCoys and we love it when the McCoys win, but it's cool to see a different name. Jamie Rockwood, congratulations. This figure is yours. Shoot me a message on Facebook, Jonathan Donath, or Instagram at Hedgehog Action, at Hedgehog Action on Instagram. Shoot me a message one way or the other. Get me your address. Again, I will ship it to you for free in the lower 48 in the continental United States. If you are happen to be outside of the continental United States, we'll figure something out. But Jamie says no on the hair. Should we do a second drawing for the hair then? The hair is free.
Only within the East Coast tri-state area. Within driving distance.
Well, then you can just get it in person. You can cut your own lock off.
Curtis said he will mail it to you on Hedgehog Time.
I know. Like he's just so wonderful. Thank God Curtis showed up. Don't you have a video to make? You haven't put out a video since yesterday. Yes, thank you, Allison. There we go. So congratulations, Jamie. Here we go. Stop this. Where's my banner? Take down the banner. There we go. I think that's a show, you guys. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
That was, so, we were at about an hour and 15 minutes. And to me, it sort of felt like we were coming to the end. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a short show. And then I turned around. Now it's been 2 hours. So I will say thank you very much to everybody who joined us live during this live stream. I love hanging out and just BSing with everybody and hanging out, learning about knives, learning about werewolf junk, and playing Boom enabled 50,000 times. So thank you very much. Please hit the like button. Before we conclude, go ahead, hit the like
I
button.
don't know if you could see it, but this is all from when I pulled out my hair tie. So
That's not what I thought you were doing. So yes, Jamie Rockwood wins. Thank you again. Please hit the like button on the way out. I tried to do this last time and it didn't quite work out. So I want to think of a way. Maybe I'll do it for next week or thereafter to run some kind of contest for people that put up comments on the stream after we close that they can win a prize too. But I still have to figure that part out. Haven't figured it out yet. Congratulations, Jamie Rockwood. Thank you again to everybody who joined us live. Thank you to everybody who checks us out on the replay. Again, hit like button, hit that like button, hit all the like buttons you see for this stream. Please check out my good buddies at Toy Goofin' Gons, That's Ryan on Instagram, at Late Night LeBron on Instagram as well. Hope to see everybody at ZoloCon. Ryan, Amber, Dylan, Check out Dylan, Legends Collector 1321 on Instagram. Guys, anything else you wanted to shout out before we close here?
No, I'm good.
Looks like a negative. Thank you again, guys. I had so much fun. I know we all did. Dylan, thanks for rolling by, dude. And until next time, don't forget the number one rule, which is
be cool.
Later.